My name is Matthew Hostick, and this is TGRS Radio. This is,
Harris Pemberton.
And James Allen.
and today we'll be covering the NBA Finals, dark horse candidates for the NFL playoffs, and the best prospects from the 2021 NBA Draft. Starting off with the NBA Finals, who do you have for tonight?
I personally think that the Phoenix Suns are going to get the win on the road in Milwaukee. One of the best road teams in the NBA, and coming off of 3 straight losses, they definitely have had a wake-up call. I think Devin Booker is going to have a really nice night today. He has been really good over the past couple games. The Bucks have been an incredible team, but I just think the firepower of the Suns going to lead them past them with that big three of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and DeAndre Ayton.
You?
I really think the Suns win tonight, but I really think the Bucks are going to get hungry if they win. I really think Giannis is going to show up in the Game 7 and not go home. And not go home a loser. He's going to go home a champion. But this kind of proves that Chris Paul is one of the best point guards of all time if he wins this game. And it all depends on how Devin Booker shows up. If Devin Booker shows up and has games he's having or the whole playoffs, I really think the Suns, there's no question, they win tonight. Back to you.
So the next topic is dark horse candidates for the 2021 NFL playoffs, and what do you have for that?
I think there are quite a few options. The first is the Los Angeles Chargers. I think that they've got a really solid team between Justin Herbert, reigning rookie of the year. They got a good receiving core with Keenan Allen. They got a really solid defense, especially if Derwin James can stay healthy. Another team that I would think is the Dallas Cowboys. I know you hear it every year that they might make the playoffs, but I truly think that they've made some upgrades on the defensive side of the ball, which was really the only thing holding them back alongside Dak's injuries. And from what's been reported, the Cowboys and Dak have been looking healthier than ever. And that offense is just really, really good.
And you, James?
I'm going to just have to go with the Giants here. I mean, they had one of the best off seasons in football, upgrading their weapons for offense for Daniel Jones and Kenny Golladay. And I really think if Daniel Jones shows up this season, they win that division, and they will not make a playoff push, but I said they get eliminated in the second round.
All right, we're gonna open it up for callers at 555-666-7777. Our first caller is in. What does he have to say?
So, James, you said that the Giants would push for the playoffs with having Daniel Jones and having the Giants having a really good free agency. Now, I think that you're extremely wrong in that regard by saying because we have watched Daniel Jones for the past 3 years repeatedly perform awful because he has had horrible numbers. He's thrown way too many interceptions, and you might say by upgrading some receivers, he's becoming better. But just because you give him better receivers doesn't mean that they're going to be open all the time. So without having Saquon healthy, you have no reason to say that they will make the playoffs when you have the Cowboys with the best wide receiver trio, arguably in the league, a healthy quarterback, a good two-punch running back combo, and a pretty good solid defense in the linebacker with the draft.
The only thing that, in my opinion, puts the Giants over the Cowboys is the Cowboys' defense the last couple of years has been a little iffy. But I really think that the Giants' defense really shows up, and the Giants show up this season, and they make the playoffs. But I think the Cowboys, I think that division actually really shows up all 4 teams, and they make. I think the Cowboys are the wild card team.
All right, so our final topic is going to be the best candidate, or not the best candidates, the best prospects from the 21 NBA draft. What do you have for that?
I mean, there's so many great prospects this draft coming out of the crazy March Madness tournament and, the G League Ignite and a bunch of other, overseas players. I personally think that the best prospect from the draft, I know it's cliche, but Cade Cunningham, a 6'8" guard who he can shoot, he can pass, he can rebound. He's a triple-double threat almost every night, and he's so incredibly talented. We saw what he could do over college basketball this past season in a pretty good basketball conference in the Big 12. They took down the future champions Baylor Bears in the Big 12 tournament. led by a very strong performance from Cade. And he's just so talented, and I honestly don't think there's any other player who really matches up with him in the draft.
Back to you, James.
I'm gonna have to go with Evan Mobley. Mobley is the best big in the draft. He balled out at USC, and I think I think he edged out Cade Cunningham because there's so many good point guards in the league right now, and this next wave of bigs really don't have a lot to offer except for Bagley, Ayton, and Wiseman. So I really think he comes in and balls out on any team that he goes to, preferably a team that doesn't have a big center right now. And I say he has a better career overall than Cunningham, but I think Cunningham's also going to be a really good player in the league.
All right, and that'll wrap it up for today. Thanks for watching, and this is TGRS.